Okay, who'd have thought 30 years ago we'd all be drinking? We are going to be saying that at CitizenCon eventually, and the game still won't be out. Anyways, have to assume on 1.0 the rate you rank up and grind needed to make money would have to drop significantly. Hate for the game to feel like you could do it in a week. So here are my thoughts on that, on how long and how much time you should take to play. If we're talking about your average gamer, not a streamer who's playing it like 8 hours a day, but your average person who has, your average 30-plus-year-old person who probably has a family and or job and or, all this other time-inducing stuff that he needs to take care of, is probably going to have, at most, 4 hours on a Saturday and a Sunday per week. A little bit of time on the weekend to play video games. If we go off of that metric, I think within 2 weeks, you should be sufficient at whatever you need to do. First session, you're learning. Second session, you're getting good at it. By the third and fourth session, you need to be basically sufficient at it. I think you should be able to master it within 1 to 2 months, depending on exactly what it is. Playing on the weekends, back to back like that. I do not think it should take you a month of streamer time just to fucking, master something like cargo or get your rep grinded up with, bounty hunting. I think that you should basically, if you focus, take like a month for each profession, right? And then let's say that instead of just, making each profession take a shitload of time, I think they should have a lot of professions, which they already do. You got bounty hunting, you got mining, salvaging, there'll be hacking, there'll be all sorts of priority, community events and stuff in between. So lots of rep to be gotten and done all over the place, and a lot of things to get good at. But I do not think that you need to spend 3-4 months of your casual gaming time just to get good and grind out master rank for, bounty missions or, bunker FPS missions or, anything like that. I think you should be able to do it and have it done within a month of your time, right? And then that should allow you to more effectively do whatever you want to do next, if we're talking about a completionist type of thing. But yeah, I don't think it should be done in a week, but if we're talking about a weekend's worth of time, I think within 4 of those weekends, you should be sufficient enough to not maybe be the highest rank master, but be pretty well through the reputation ranks, right? At least that's what I think. You're never gonna win and have everybody happy in this instance, right? But, you gotta respect the people who do not have a lot of time, because that's going to be your bread and butter at the end of the day. Look at the main target audience for Diablo 4, and why they were able to make so much money is because Diablo 4 has the core leveling feature be its most prominent and fun thing to do. And that's just enough for, a person on the weekend to play for a few weeks before they get bored with it, about a month, and then they move on to something else. And that's just enough for Blizzard to sell that experience for $60 to, $100. So, if we're gauging time, I do not think we should be talking about how much streamers are able to do with it, but how much your average person is able to. So, trust me, I'm all for grinding out things over the long term and getting advantage over everybody, but it's not really fair to your average Joe. With that being said, it all depends on what CIG want this game to be. If they want us to be grinding each profession for a year at a time, then that's their prerogative. I don't think they're going to have a lot of people buying that experience, but if that's what they want to sell, then that's what they want to sell. So, 4 hours over 2 days for 4 weeks. It's being done with a job in 32 hours. It seems short, but I guess that means main quest scenario, that might be normal. Yeah, not mastering, not getting to the master rank bounty or the master rank hauling missions, right? But getting to near the top, right? Which is, for most people, where the good rewards are at. Unless you're talking something specific, where you have to grind out something very, very niche, which is in every MMO, the World of Warcraft special mounts that drop randomly, or, the ones that are behind reputation grinds that are the only thing that you give. Like, it's like, you know, barely anything you get at all from the reputation. Whoa, hello. From the reputation rewards, except till you get to the very, very end with Exalted and you get like a mount, right? So I could see there being those type of grinds, because every MMO has those, for sure. But, like, just to get, you know, proficient and, you know, medium to medium high level with your guilds and your reputation lists and stuff, I don't think it should take that long. Like 2 weekends worth of time, I would say. And then that should gear you and equip you to be able to move on to the next thing with that much better stuff. Like, now that you did the mining guild, now you have access to, you know, their resources and whatnot, and you can make use out of that or whatever. Or if you did the bounty hunting guild first, you know, likewise, which I think is what they said that they want to do over at CitizenCon, from what I remember them talking about on stage. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's all the time frame that CIG wants to give us. Normally, an MMO wants to make everything last as long as they can, and they spend a lot of their money researching how far they can get away with this. But the big issue is that, like, they want you to play as much as possible so that you are paying more monthly. But if Star Citizen is still to be believed, there is not going to be a monthly payment plan, and it is going to be free to play after you buy the initial game package type of thing. I don't know what that would even be called, but either way, they don't want to charge monthly. At least that's what they said they didn't want to do way back when. So if that's still the case, then they have no need to time gate us through, you know, a whole bunch of bullshit to get our reputation in different factions. Have professions tree and a rep tree, so you work with factions to level up your professions, from my understanding. Yep. Like, if you want to do crafting and stuff, you can get special blueprints or, you know, whatevers. It may be like, you know, special blueprints to make the fighter that you want from the bounty hunting guild, right? And then you get access to mining claims and resources through the mining guild, right? And then you extract those, and then you get, you know, whatever engineering stuff you need to get your manufacturing up to snuff to be able to craft and build your fighter. And then you put all three of those together, and then boom, you got congruent, synergizing gameplay loops. We can all hope, at least. It's just a game that you buy. It comes with online options, but those online options I feel worth as much as Squadron 42 price tag. Well, if they keep them both at $40, $50, then yeah, I'd agree. But we don't know. They could charge $100 for a Star Citizen package, for a base package, and no MMO monthly fees, which would be debatably doable, you know, considering what you're getting. But I think if they can, you know, really knock it out of the park and sell both experiences, the Squadron 42 single-player game for $50 and the online MMO experience entry fee of $50, then I think, yeah, that's $100 total. And they've made their $100. So there probably will be a double pack. I got my double pack with the purchase of a Mustang for $40. Go early adopters. But anyways, if you guys are watching this and checking out this rant or discussion on YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching and doing the video that you do. What do you guys think? Let me know. Do you think it should take, like, you know, months and months and months to grind out reputation, or should it be, you know, within a reasonable time frame for people who don't have a lot of time? What type of game do you think CIG is going to make this game? Either way, I'll check you guys later. Till next time, as always, stay safe, fly right. I'm Chachi Sanchez. Y'all have a good night.
Put your feet in the stirrups. And...
Oh my God.